What's up, IU Southeast? This is Trey Lewis with the Career Development Center again. The Final Four just ended, and in the spirit of the Final Four, I have a message in this segment specifically to seniors. Seniors, I want to give you 4 quick tips as you near the finish line of graduation. Number 1, the time is now to begin applying for jobs. And this requires a high level of multitasking, which really is a great skill that you're going to use and transfer when you make it to the workplace. But another priority right now is coming down this home stretch academically. You're thinking finals, you're thinking exams, you're thinking all of these things, and job search can sometimes be on the back burner. But fight the enemy of, or I should say, resist that temptation to solely focus on that. And so do that multitasking. Why do I say this? Is because the hiring processes these days typically will take you anywhere from 4 to 5 weeks with the short end of it, up to 8, 9, even sometimes longer than that in terms of 8, 9 weeks. So you really want to be thinking about your job search process right now. That's going to set you up for success after graduation, and so that delays that time period that you have between graduation and between starting your first professional opportunity. Number 2, do get active on LinkedIn. Begin making connections and leveraging connections with folks you already know on LinkedIn. So you want to think of LinkedIn as your social bullhorn, right? So you want to announce to those you already know exactly what your job search intentions are. That way, those individuals that you know, you can empower them to really become advocates for you. When they come across opportunities that they may see and understand that may be really related to what you're trying to do, they can forward those opportunities to you and really be your eyes and ears. So really empower those folks to do that, and think of LinkedIn really as your social bullhorn. Number 3, it's now time to revisit your resume. So perhaps you have experiences that are relevant and they just haven't quite made it onto your resume. Or perhaps you just simply need to update the look of your resume. This is critical because a resume won't necessarily land you a job, all right? But a resume is the thing that lands you the interview. And you can be the best interviewee in the world, right? But if you don't have that resume that looks up to par, you won't get that opportunity to interview. And so we want to make sure that resume is right. And I'm coming to you seniors to talk to you about this because we at the Career Development Center, we can help you with that. Last but certainly not least, it is certainly time to really begin practicing and honing those interview skills. So when you think about it, if you have that rough interview experience, that really does equal no job offer. So we want to be airtight in not just the resume component, but also the interview component as well. Those are 2 pieces that are going to equate to success in your job search process. So how do we do this? So really you want to think about practicing doing a mental script of the interview, or more plainly said, coming to the interview with a solid idea of the content that you want to present. So think through those points in advance that you know is going to be necessary to get your point across in the interview. Will you be dealing with nerves? This is, again, a kind of a Final Four segment. And so the individuals who played in the championship game just last night, they dealt with those nerves. So will you in the interview process. That's completely normal and to a large degree somewhat healthy. But you want to learn to rule over those nerves. Really develop some techniques, and the best way to manage those nerves and deal with just the anxiety is really through preparation. So you really want to put the time in, understand who you're talking to, understand the employer, really scrutinize the job description so that you are prepared to adequately speak to your ability to fulfill those requirements. So seniors, this is just my ode to you. This is a really exciting time in your life. You've worked hard for the degree, and now it's time to let the degree start to work hard for you. Thanks so much, Trey Lewis.